Our today's topic is inclusive education. This is for B.ed second year students. So let's start our topic. Introduction to inclusive education. Firstly, we will discuss about concept of inclusive education. Education is the basic human right. Everyone has the right to obtain quality education, and there are some groups of people who are excluded to obtain quality education because of some disabilities or special causes. Discrimination is the great threat to this group of people. So there is a need of development or change in the education system. It's essential to change the education approach from exclusion to inclusion. Now we will discuss about meaning of inclusive education. Inclusion means to include. Inclusive education means placing and educating the children with disabilities or of children of any diverse background in regular classroom with children of same age who do not have disabilities. Inclusive education implies that all children join in and are enrolled by their local school in appropriate regular classes and give full opportunities to learn, contribute, and take part in all parts of the existence of school. Inclusive education is regarding how we create and plan our schools, classes, projects, and exercises so all students learn and take part together. Inclusive education must ensure that all students get quality schooling, students take part in schools all activities in common learning environment. Some well-known definitions of inclusive education. According to NCF 2005, inclusion is not confined to disabled. It also means non-exclusion. According to UNESCO 2000, inclusive education is concerned with removing all barriers to learning and with the participation of all learners. It is a strategic approach designed to facilitate learning success for all children. According to Dakar World Education Forum, inclusive education means that schools should accommodate all students regardless of their physical, social, emotional, or other conditions. This should include disabled and gifted students, students from remote and nomadic populations, street working students, and students from marginalized areas or groups. Characteristics of inclusive education. It involves valuing all students equally. Inclusive education teaches the students to give respect and value to each individual. It increases participation of students and reduces their exclusion from the cultures and communities of local school colleges. It acknowledges the right of students to get education in their locality. Each and every student has right to education as it gives full access to disabled or special children to get education in general schools. It reduces barriers of learning and encourages participation of all students having special education needs. It emphasizes the role of schools in community development. It provides least restrictive and most effective environment to disabled so that they may develop like normal child. It helps in attaining goals of universalization of elementary education by providing equality of education. Need of inclusive education. For universalization of education, to achieve the aim of universalization of education, it is important to give education to all children irrespective of their physical, mental, and economic background. For the upliftment of whole nation. Education helps in development of whole nation. Education opens more opportunities of employment and leads to better way of living. Quality education. It is also needed To improve quality of education for all. Students and teachers both learns to give value to each individual. Happy environment. It is needed to create a happy and supportive environment in school and outside the school for every child. It creates an environment where all students feel comfortable. Right to education for all. This right can meet its aim by applying it for all equally and by treating all children in same way. Social harmony. Seeds of social harmony should be inculcated in students from very beginning. It brings the feeling of cooperation and harmony in students. Improves school staff and students. Inclusive education ultimately helps in acquiring skills by learning to understand each other, improve communication skills, improving the power of adjustment in all kinds of environment.